Hi. So I chose to talk about text to speech and speech to text through Google. Um, Google offers tools for both speech to text, which is transcribing audio to text, and text to speech, which is generating audio from text through its various services and platforms. For speech to text, you would use Google Docs voice typing feature or Google Cloud speech to text API. For text to speech, utilize the Google text to speech API, and you can also use it within Android accessible settings as well. So, to use Google Docs voice typing, which would be speech to text, you would open a new or existing Google document. Once you do that, you would click Tools in the menu bar, then Voice Typing. You click the microphone icon to start dictating, so that would be for you to start talking, so that way it will start creating the words on the screen for you. Speak into your computer's microphone clearly, take breaks, enunciate, and the text will be transcribed into the document. You can use voice commands to add punctuations and edit text. This feature is also available on Chrome, Edge, and Safari. For text-to-speech, Google Cloud Text-to-Speech API, you create a Google Cloud project and enable the text-to-speech API, which is an option in the settings. You use the API to send a text-to-speech request specifying the text and choose a desired voice and other such, parameters like speech and speed and pitch. The API will return an audio file containing that synthesized speech. For Android accessibility settings, it would be you open your Android device, go to your settings apps, go to accessibility, and then select text-to-speech output. Choose your preferred engine, which would be Google or something like that. Language, speech rate, and pitch, and you can then highlight text and choose speak to have it read it out loud. For Google Docs voice typing, ensure your microphone is enabled and working correctly, and that you're giving permissions to Google Docs to be able to do that. And an age-appropriate example for this would be, a student who has some issues with motor impairment. So that would be a student who has trouble, writing or turning pages of a book or just doing simple tasks with their hands could use, speech to text or text to speech to write down or hear their thoughts directly into a document and read the document out loud to them, so it makes it easier for them to understand and easier for them to write, given that they have a harder time with it, or give them an easier time with reading if they have a harder time with it. A lot of times it's kids that have seeing issues or who struggle with fine motor skills, which involves your hands and doing simple tasks that you do every day.